All right, we're joined now by members of the Texas A&M Commerce Lions men's basketball team. In the center of our podium is the head coach, Jarrett Von Rosenberg. To his right, the near side, we have Trey Conrad. Trey is a 6'6" senior from Kilgore. To coach's left, the far end of the table, we have Reggie Reed. Reggie is a 6-foot senior from Harlem, Georgia. And coach, you get into postseason tournaments, it's survive and advance, as Rick Cooper used to say. And that was an appropriate term for your game, just neck and neck until your team and Trey hit some key shots in the final 5 minutes.
Absolutely. We want to give a lot of credit to Coach Newman and what they're doing over there. That's a really talented basketball club that creates a lot of matchup problems for us on both sides of the floor. They really pounded it inside. They made shots from the perimeter. We were lucky and fortunate to make some shots at the end, but we got 2 or 3 stops in a row that we were able to have some separation. It was both teams going back and forth, shooting a high percentage, and it kind of felt like the first team that had 3 empty possessions was going to lose, and we're just fortunate that it was their team and not ours. But I knew going in, 2-7, throw that out the window. Really talented club that obviously put it on us last week. Which, in hindsight maybe helps you now because your group's locked in and knows that you can get beat if you're not ready. So proud of our guys and just the effort and, withstanding the 0-11 runs. Credit to these seniors up here, not being combustible, continuing to just play and try to execute on both sides of the floor.
You score 90 points, you shoot nearly 50% from the floor, but you mentioned the word defense, and a lot of people want to overlook that. Talk a little bit about your defensive play today, especially second half.
Yeah, that's the matchup problem you're running. We were switching a lot of ball screens today because we didn't do a good job guarding them in the ball screen action last week in a different coverage, and they found a different way to beat us. That's what good teams do, good players, good coaching staffs, and they really threw it over the top and got easy buckets in the paint. I think I want to say they shot some threes at the end, but I bet they shot 3 threes until that last minute. In the whole half, their game plan was to pound it inside, get to the foul line, and they did a good job of it. We always talk. The biggest thing we talked about going into this game is shot quality, and that doesn't mean just offenses. What kind of shots are we making them take, and what kind of shots are we taking? The shot quality, team with the better shot quality, over the course of 40 minutes, percentages will play out, and you got a chance to win. And we just did enough of that on both sides of the floor.
Trey, you had 19 points, lead the Lions in scoring, 7 of 12 from the floor, 3 3-pointers, a couple down the stretch that were very key, brought a big smile to your face when you hit them, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 0 turnovers. I know a lot of people don't think of you stepping outside the arc, but you can do it. Talk a little bit about your play, especially down the stretch.
The second part of the season, I've been shooting better. My teammates, they know I can knock it down. They just tell me keep shooting it. Don't get frustrated. My teammates are dropping the ball, making people help, getting me good shots, getting looks, and I'm just making the right play. That's it.
Reggie, 16 points, 7 of 12 from the floor. You haven't played in a while, been injured. The opportunity, I know it was disappointing not playing down the stretch in regular season play, but coming back today, you really were prominent in the final 3 minutes when your team needed you.
I just think that comes from having good teammates, staying focused with it, and I was just ecstatic to get back out there on the court and be with my teammates and get the dub. That's what happened. So.
Questions for the Lions?
Trey, 13 of your 19 points over the last 9 minutes of the game, including 3 big threes there in a big dunk. And your team was down 5 when you started that run right there at the game. Kind of your thoughts on taking over your senior year there?
They want to play fast pace, and we don't want to play fast pace. And I just felt like we need to slow it down. When we slow it down, we get good looks, we have great opportunities, and we just didn't rush it. 5 minutes, that's a lot of time. That's a lot of time in basketball, and we just took the opportunities and made the plays.
Reggie, how did it feel to hit that first basket back? You took a couple that didn't, and then you're in traffic. You hadn't played in 4.5 weeks, and then I think you scored our first 9 points.
Yeah, man, I don't know words to describe it. It felt great, man. Just getting back out there and just being able to do what I love, just play basketball. And I'm just grateful for that opportunity.
And then Rose, talk about your confidence in Reggie starting him without having essentially a warm-up game coming off of an injury like that.
Oh, I mean, Reggie's played in a lot of games, even prior to getting here. You know, the biggest thing we try to talk about all the time is just making the right play, like Trey alluded to. And no matter how many games he's missed or whatever, I know he's going to go out there and make the right play and compete at a high level. Maybe the most important thing is you're going to compete at a high level. And you know, maybe that's why we kept him out, trying to be cautious, trying to get him back as healthy as possible in his senior year, so he can, like he said, you know, just that opportunity to get back on the floor. You don't want to end your career in college, obviously sitting on the bench because of an injury. So excited that he got an opportunity just to get back on the floor. And then, you know, both of these guys, you guys see what they do on a stat sheet, but what they do in our locker room and to the program, you know, that's why he comes back and starts right away, and no one blinks an eye on our bench and our fan base and on down the line. So just happy that he got an opportunity, and glad we could go 1-0 today, get back, rest up, try to get healthy, and you know, we got another tough opponent coming up on Saturday.
Coach, we talked earlier this season about your balanced scoring, but 5 players in double figures, and it's not even Willie Rooks this time. I mean, you guys are truly balanced across that. What kind of an advantage does that give you guys?
Oh, it's kind of what you saw them too. They're balanced across. You know, I think it's hard basketball to guard, and we got to continue to do it. We can't worry about making shots. It's the shots we take. Everyone on the floor's got the green light if that's our shot. We talk about our shot versus my shot. We're all trying to get our shots, and that might be a guy shooting 25 times if it's our shot. And the ball moved great. We had great, you know, I think Deontay was really key tonight down that stretch. I think he had 2 or 3 of those assists where he got 2 feet in the paint, and then instead of forcing up a shot, which he could have and had a chance to make it, you know, he makes an extra one and makes it one more, and now we, you know, turned a decent shot into a great shot in our shot, and that's what we're just trying to do, possession after possession. And then when you get stops, that's how I think you're good offensively. When you're able to get a couple stops and the defense doesn't allow a chance to get set and you've got multiple guys on the floor that can score, then you got a chance to spread the ball around and make the defense play from behind, if you will. And we did that in spurts, and it's got to continue to get better. You know, if the team that thinks they've arrived is done at this time of year. We'll go back and watch film. We got practice tomorrow. And we were not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but we did keep playing and competed, and that's the number one thing that we're going to have to do to win.
Any more questions right here?
Coach, what was your message to the team when you took that first time out? They got off to that 7-0 start, and then they got a couple more buckets.
I really liked our shots. You know, I think Trey might have missed 2 early, but 2 feet in the paint, kick out, open 3. I wasn't happy defensively. With some of the stuff we've gone over scouting report, and they get some easy buckets. But it's a 40-minute game for a reason, and if you're asking, my message is we got to clean up defensively, get in the stance, wake up on that end of the floor, and then don't do anything different offensively. Don't try to. There's no 11-point plays in basketball. Get one possession at a time and try to start executing. And it's easy for me to sit over there and be calm when I got these guys out there. You know, Reggie goes on whatever run it was, hit some big shots to kind of break the ice for us, and then it got flowing where we had multiple guys in double figures.
Gentlemen, congratulations. Enjoy the off day, and best of luck Saturday.
Appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
I want to thank our fans for coming out, really supporting us. Band was great, cheer and dance team, and we'll try to keep playing for you guys.
Go Lions.